Yeah, there's a knock there. I think we're into something here, guys, on the crab. We are. That's pulling nicely. That's a better fish. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Just cast a crab and worm bait out. It's given me a really nice bite to start with. And then it's kicking away. Feels like it could well be a codling, this one, guys. Hello people, welcome back to the channel. Okay, back on location again. Today we've done a bit of a road trip, left early hours of the morning and travelled right across the country from the southwest all the way up to the northeast. So at the moment now we are on the beach on the Holderness coast, which the mark we're on is called Easington, could be Easington. It's been about a 6-hour journey, but we're obviously in search and the hunt for cod, stroke codling, which, you know, are pretty numerous around the northeast coast. Also really would like to pick up a haddock, and there seems to be quite a lot of small haddock being caught around here. I know probably a few of the locals would probably turn their nose up at some of the fingerling sized haddock, but I'm really interested in seeing if I can get acquainted with one. So yeah, here we are. Plan of action is to fish throughout the evening tide tonight. It's a couple of hours off of low water at the moment, so I'm wanted to get here at daylight, low water. I want to see what I'm fishing over to start with. I know there can be a little few rocky, bouldery areas, and hopefully I'm not fishing right in the middle of a load of rocks to start with. I've just come in blind, but we'll just have to suck it and see in that department. Been told there's quite a lot of crab activity. Hopefully we don't get completely crabbed out and annihilated by crabs. I've just bumped into a guy, a fisherman, leaving. He did a couple of hours as a local. His name was Gordon. He said that he's had a couple of small codling this morning, but it's been very quiet. And everyone else I've spoken to, there's a few anglers here, have said nothing, nothing, nothing. So don't bode too well for my long journey. I'm fishing 2 rods as usual, changing the rigs up a bit from the last time we were out on the beach fishing for rays. I'm going with 1 rod on a scratching rig today, a 2-up flapper clip down, and another rod I'm fishing the up and over, which is my favourite rig for cod off the beach. I'll take you through the rigs in a short while. I've got a variety of baits, really nice, plump, juicy lugworm from Southwest Seed Baits. I've got to say it, thanks a lot Matt from Southwest Seed Baits. He's pulled out all the stops. Bit of a competition going on back in the southwest today, and he has put himself out to go and get me my lug order, so thank you very much. I've got frozen squid from Southwest Sea Baits. I've got some frozen crabs from the summertime that I've had a vacuum packed, so I'll be using them tonight as well. You know, I'm expecting action hopefully over when the water's coming up a wee bit, but I just don't know how it fishes here. I've been speaking on Facebook, and I've got to say a big thank you to a guy named Jason Shields. He has private messaged me on Facebook, knew that I was coming down. I put the feelers out on a few Facebook sites, and he private messaged me, and he's given me all the info. Very small tide today, so it's not ideal in terms of my planning, but you know, work and women and families coming the way before fishing, so I've taken what I can get. I've got a full day at it today. I'm going to fish the morning tide tomorrow as well, and then I'm heading back home tomorrow afternoon. So let's get a fishing. I've got 1 rod out already. I've cast that out on lug and squid with the drop down rig on, just to get it fishing. I've got another rig set up here ready to go with a 2-hook flapper. Hopefully we don't get absolutely annihilated by crabs, and hopefully we can catch a few fish for you guys. Sit back and enjoy. So that's 1 rod out. Let's just get this baby set up, and we'll be fishing on 2 parts. Water's up a little. I wanted to get here at low water, but it's still another couple of hours for that yet. So hopefully I'm not fishing over a big load of snags and boulders. I might have to move, I don't know. We'll have a look. So as I've mentioned, people, here is my rig that I'm fishing on my lighter outfit, hopefully to pick up a haddock or two. I have got a 2-hook flapper rig, pretty standard stuff. Cascade swivel holding one. I've got double worm bait at the moment. Lead clip at the bottom there, all nice and streamlined, held down, although you ain't got to cast out overly far. I'm going to be fishing 1 rod short range, 1 rod long range. I've got size 1.0 hooks on, although I've got a few rigs made up with size 1s also, so I'm not really sure about the mouth of these haddock. And if I'm getting bites and missing bites, then I will go maybe to the smaller hooks. 6-ounce lead. There you have it. 80-pound rig body, 3-turn water knot for the top hook coming down, cascade swivel with a couple of crimps there holding the cascade swivel in place, and then down to the clip. As easy as that. This one is just going to get a little flick out. The other one I've put a little further, but not super far. But I'm just going to, good job I've got my boots on. I'm just going to toss this one out just a 30-40 yarder. Apparently there is a gully somewhere in front of me. Hopefully I've just hit the gully. I don't know whether I'm in the gully, over the gully, near the gully, but when the tide recedes I should be able to find out where I am in relation to that. It felt as though it's just dropped down somewhere, so hopefully that's in the right area. That's the 2-hook flapper rig. That's been out there for 10 minutes or so, and I've still got, I put single worms on that just to get it out there, and I've still got single worms. So a lot of people have said crabs. I don't want to tempt fate, but at this moment we're not getting turned over so bad by them, so hopefully it can stay that way. Right people, let's just quickly whiz you through the second rig before we get seriously fishing. This is the up and over. Again, you're probably all familiar with it, but I'll run you through the mechanisms of this rig. It's basically, in essence, a running lead. It's a running lead that's clipped down for casting, and it will unravel. What you have with the up and over rig is there is a upside down lead clip here at the top of the rig. The hook snood rolls over the top of that, and the hook length will go all the way to the lead clip at the bottom. If you have a look, once the lead clip comes out, it will pop off and you can see the full running there. It comes out in the tide and just unravels, and you've got a full running lead at the bottom, which all unhooks nicely. And that is what I like to fish for the cod. If I can get away with it, if it's not over such harsh ground, then I'll go with the running the up and over rig. Much prefer it. Here we go. It really is looking mint out there. Water looks a little bit like the Bristol Channel, it's very coloured, and there's a nice bit of surf rolling in. So hopefully a few of them old cod and the haddock, #1 haddock, come up and have a bit of a chew as the tide starts to develop, goes down and comes up. But yeah, well happy. I think it's the definition of happiness. If somebody was to ask me what the definition of happiness was, I'd say 24 hours of fishing time in front of you, road trip, plenty of bait, and fishing somewhere you've never fished before with a chance of catching cod and haddock. Does it get much better? I don't think so. Absolutely contented. So yeah, all we do need now is a cod and an haddock, and it'll be A1. I'm just keep looking up there at my rods because this rod here has got the 2-hook flapper rig on. That rod with the up and over rig. The up and over rig's got size one end hook of a size 4.0, and then the pennel is a size 2.0 Sakuma Manta Extra. That's fishing on whole squid and a couple of Southwest Sea Bait's finest big sausage is of lug wrapped up. The 2-hook flapper rig is fishing half of a frozen black on each hook, tipped with squid, and they're both clipped down as you've seen. The scratching rig, so to speak, size 1/0 hooks. I may go smaller if, as I said, if I get bites and miss them, but we'll just see. I think 1/0s will do the business. And we'll just see how we go. A couple of hours to low water. I've had a few casts about now. Touch wood, I've not hit any snags. The cod rod now, I've just punched it out a wee bit further. I've probably hit maybe 90 yards to maybe 100 yards on that one. So I've given it a bit more of a thump. The other rod, the scratching rod, I'm fishing it closer in. All the advice I've had, and once again, thank you, Jason Shields, as sort of everyone's saying, hit the gully. Obviously, I don't know where the gully is at the moment, so I'm waiting for the water to drop down a bit. But when I do see the gully, I'm going to know exactly where I can put this scratching rod, and I'm going to carry on probably punching the other rod out. I'm hoping I haven't punched right over the gully with the other rod, and I'm over a big shelf now and pull it into the shelf and get snagged up. But we'll have to see. And that's a drop bite, people. So, that hurt. Have a look. It's been something's had a go at it. I had a few whacks on there on the rod tip, and but that was cast out a bit further. So maybe that's the key. We'll put it out a little bit further, and we'll have another go. Oh, there we go. Just starting to get dusky now. As you can see, over that side there, I moved away from the rocks that were in front of me. Got a nice clear area now in front of me. Hopefully I haven't found any snags further out where I'm casting. Bit of rain in the air, real black sky. So I have set up the shelter as well. Darkness is setting in. Tide's just starting to flood, only just starting to flood. And that's it, sun's gone down, and since it's gone down, it's pretty chilly. Haha, this is a soft southerner telling you that it's chilly up north. Right, we're in. We've got a fish on here, guys. We've got an half-tidy fish as well. I reckon we could have a codling on here. This is the 2-hook flapper with the small hooks on. Feels like I might have just dropped it. What have we got? Got something, guys. What do we have? We have got a small codling. Haha. Well, that's what we came for. That's a good start. Okay, so first of the night. It's only a little small one, but it's a codling, and that's what we've come for. So target achieved on one part. Sorry if the camera work was a bit pants, but I had a good bite and I just didn't want to miss the first bite of the evening. But yeah, have a look. Nice little fish. Very, very pleased. I'm going to let this go. It's way too small to keep. It's probably about 3/4 pound. But that's what we're here after, people. So fingers crossed we can get stuck right into a few more. Just had a bite on the bigger bait rod. Hoping something else materialises. Let's wait and see. had a couple of nice little pull downs. I've switched to a frozen black, whole frozen black and a whole squid on this rod. So I had the other one on the scratching rod, as you saw, but that was on frozen black as well. So I thought I'd have a switch. I'm going to change over to fresh worm on the scratching rod in a short while. Yeah, there's a little knock on there, I think. And we're in. I think we are. Maybe we're not. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're on. We're in. Well, that's good. Now we've got to turn the headlamp on. Ah, I just dropped it, I think. Maybe I didn't. Oh, I think we've still got something on there. Do you have anything there? Just coming up in the surf now. And we've got something. What do we have? It is codling number 2. Just a little small one. But once again, it's the target species, and it's a real skinny little one. That it's a right little rat. But I'm still very pleased. Tiny little one. He's only a little smallie. But again, I came here for a few cod. I've got 2 now under my belt, and he's literally probably about an hour or so of the flood. And I've just been chatting with Jason Shields, and he's just informed me that it fishes much better 2 hours either side of high water. So we're well ahead of the curve at the moment. So there you go. Let's go and drop this one back. Oh, do we have something? We do. Haha, we have got. Have a look at that. A little rockling. Yeah, there's a tiny little knock there. I think I'm just going to wind down and see if there's something on there. We're in. There we go. There we go. What do we have? Haha, we've got a small bass. Well, we've taken the bass with us from the southwest. That'll add to the collection. Tiny little bass. There we go. Yeah, there's a knock there. I think we're into something here, guys, on the crab. We are. That's pulling nicely. That's a better fish. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Just cast a crab and worm bait out. It's given me a really nice bite to start with. And then kicking away. Feels like it could well be a codling, this one, guys. Let's have a look. A bit of codling there. Beautiful. That's get him on to being sizable. That one, that is a sizable fish. Lovely. That's a nice couple of pounder. There you are. That's definitely a sizable fish, that one. Getting on for £2 there. Beautiful, really pale colour fish, very pale. But that is just what we came for. So I'm over the moon with that, people. That's the 3rd codling of the day. And we've had a bass and a rockling as well. I've just missed a couple of bites as well. So happy days. Yeah. Oh. There you go, I'll hold him out again for you. It's all adding to the session. Oh, I'm an angry old bass, there you go. Very angry bass. Get that back up again, there you are, look. Don't think the microphone picked up there, but there you go. Well, that's what we're putting out there. That's what I've just had one on. That is a stinky old crab and black lug bait. Nice. And when I say stinky, I mean scented, not stinky. It's all freshly frozen, decent stuff. Yeah, there's a little knot going on there. Let's wind down and see what we've got going on. Yeah, we're into a fish here, guys. Got a bit of weight here. I think we might have a cod there. Not much in the way of kicking though, just a dead weight. Them little small hooks, it definitely gets the ticker going. Let's pop this hook out and I'll hold it up for you for the camera. There we go. Yeah. Give me a lovely bite. He literally hooped the rod over. I'm gonna go and throw this one back in. But yeah, pleased with that yet again, another codling. That will just about do us for the evening. It's getting a bit crabby now. It's just past high water and it's gone absolutely kipper. I'm getting stripped down in minutes with crabs. So I think what I'm gonna do, call it a night and have an early morning tomorrow because all the fishing seems to be earlier on in the tide and I don't want to miss the boat tomorrow whilst setting down too late tonight and being burnt out and tired tomorrow morning. So I'm going to start packing it up, call it an evening and be back again in the morning for another round at it. Yeah, boy. There we go. Some bacon cooking up with a frankfurter. Got some eggs to go in there in a little while as well. Have a nice bite to eat. It's now 6 o'clock in the morning. Nice bite to eat, and then there we go. Look, that's my sleeping quarters. We had a little freshen up, change of clothes, and I'm ready to roll. First cast of the morning, how exciting. Let's see if we can't get ourselves into some action again today. We had a decent enough evening yesterday. So yeah, let's have a little punch out and see how we go. There we go, into the distance. Now, moment of truth. Yesterday the crabs were out in force. By the time I left they were stripping the baits down quickly, so fingers crossed they're not here now and we can get a bit of fishing time, as they just obviously plague you. We've still got bait, excellent, that's good news. Although they've had a good go at it, I think, looking at it. Yeah, they've had a bit of a munch on it. It's been out there for about 10 minutes, so fair enough fishing time. A bit of a fog on the glass there, let's clear that off. Yeah, there we are. Fingers crossed we can get a big piggy today. We'll try our best. And there you can see up to the sides, there is mobs and mobs of anglers. It's really busy. I guess it's busier than Chesil Beach down here. There are anglers as far as the eye can see on either side. Dang. tiny little pluck and nothing. There's just no tide run for him to hook himself. There we go, that's a better knock. We're in. At last, we've got something on. Such small hooks on this. Definitely feels like there's a bit of weight on there. Got something in there coming across the tide. Don't quite know what it is, but it's a fish anyway. Looks like we've got a double shot here. What do we have? Looks like we have two fish on. It is a double shot of whiting. Well, there you go. Double trouble. Double shot of whiting for your troubles. Well, it feels like we have something on here. Possibly another whiting. I don't know. We have the skinniest whiting you've ever seen. It's pin whiting. And that is just where it comes from. Pin whiting. Well, I think that'll just have to do it. That's a wrap. Didn't materialise how we wanted it to today. Few whiting and that's all. Very, very slim pickings and hard fishing, if I'm honest. I think I've done well to have caught a few whiting. I've looked along the beach, there is dozens of people here, and I've only literally seen one other guy catch a whiting by the looks of things. So I think by all accounts I've had a better day than 99% of the people along here. But you know, 3 whiting is not a good result. However, having said all that, that's fishing. You can't go and rinse it out every time. To summarise what I feel of the Holderness coast, lovely place. I'll be back. Really enjoyed my time here. I'm sure with bigger tides and a little bit more of a whip to the water, we will come and pick up a few nice cod here. So yeah, watch this space. I'll definitely be back doing it again. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to push the subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a penny, as you know. And I'm out here putting myself through the mincery, fishing every time, so you guys can sit at home and have a watch of some fish being caught. See you again next time, guys.